Hello from San Diego. We officially arrived, all right? Thankful for safe travels. Now, you're probably wondering, how the heck am I in San Diego? Like, of all places, right? I got some good news. We are attending Social Media Marketing World this weekend. Officially starts today for all access ticket holders and then officially begins on Monday through Tuesday. I'm so excited to be here. I've been wanting to come to this conference since 2020 and we made it. Very thankful that my work is supporting this. My mom and my brother, they are coming, they're tagging along with me, but not at the conference, but they're tagging along with me at San Diego, so I'm glad that they're here to experience a new place with me. I haven't been back to California since I was in Los Angeles for a film festival, I would say 2018, so it has been some years that I've been back to California. But I don't want this to be the last. I love palm trees and I love how active and busy it is. So I'm excited to explore this beautiful city and I'm going to take you along with me to the conference and the places I get to explore in San Diego. Currently waiting for my room at the Hard Rock in San Diego, and it is so nice in here, so I'll give you all a tour of my room and what it looks like, and we're just going to go along with the flow today. The first session begins at noon, but I'm going to get cleaned up and washed up and freshened up before I even head out to see other folks, but I do have to check in and register because I haven't done that yet and I haven't gotten my badge. What's nice about this is I'm right across from the convention center, so I don't have to walk too far, which is nice, and there's a lot of open areas to eat and explore, so everything's within walking distance, which is really cool. Everything getting here was smooth as well. Very thankful to God and Jesus for safe travels, let me tell you. So I'm happy to be here, and we're going to learn everything about social media, AI, paid marketing, all the things, okay? I will see you all in a couple of minutes. Hopefully in a couple of minutes, my room is ready. All right, we got the keys to my room. Let's go. Okay. 10. Big old towel. There's a lot going on. I feel like you need a good week here. When I start coming to places, I want to spend at least a week just to fully get acclimated with the city, you know? I feel like 3 days isn't enough. Wow, this is nice. Let's grab you. Do the official room tour. So we have our handy dandy bathroom. Showers are nice. I love a good shower. Okay, here's me. As you can see, I'm not properly dressed for San Diego, but I was properly dressed for Milwaukee because it was freezing. Got a nice little sink area going on. Go out here. This is the closet. Okay, that's nice. I'm gonna hang up my clothes in there. Okay, 2 queen beds. Nice little artwork going on. Also, looks like you can order some room service. And then I love a good, let's open this up. Let's get some beautiful sunshine in here. Just look at this. This is beautiful. Convention Center is right over there. That's where Social Media Marketing World is happening. And here's the 4th floor here. This is where the pool is if I wanted to go swimming. I'm not swimming this weekend. I'm not in the mood right now, but this is really nice. And then here, of course, so love the scenery. This is beautiful. I'm excited. Go ahead and unpack. I also want to show you what I brought with me and what I'm taking with me during these sessions to make it a full experience. All right, let's get started. I purchased this neck pillow from Amazon. And what's cool about this, it has a nice little hoodie, which is so cool, especially to protect, you know, I wear scarves on the plane because I like to protect my hair, but also just that extra layer of cushion is really nice. And so this was very, very comfortable. You tuck it in, you can also fold it up too and place it back in its baggie that it came in. Very comfortable. Brought my work laptop just in case work decides to come up. I have that ready to go. But people were asking how are you taking notes? Well, I've been using my Rocketbook for a year now, and I love it because in cases of I need to take some quick notes, but I don't want to waste paper, I can write my notes in my Rocketbook, take pictures of it, tag it, and send it to myself via email, either to my personal or my work. And it's really nice to go back to and reference when things are talked about in meetings, or I need to remember something that I wrote down. I can just reference the Rocketbook pages. So, being the extra person that I am, I got a dedicated Rocketbook for social media marketing world in navy blue. And what's cool about this is the new layout. So now that they have on the page, you can title your page with the date, and at the bottom you can tag it already and then send it to your destination email. So that's really cool. So I got that, and I also got a dedicated pen holder, so I can just put my pen in there when I'm taking my notes. Got my Rocketbook cloth, and I got 2 extra pens ready to go, and then of course the spritz of water to erase my things. So I brought that with me. These are some new things that I got for travel, so I just want to show you all. At TJ Maxx, I got 2, a black one and a white one for me and my brother. We finally got the laid out version of the chargers. This is so handy, so compact. You can place it in your bag, no problem. I was able to take this out on the plane and place it out on the cubby area and charge all my items, which I need to plug in my stuff now, speaking of which. So, of course, I brought a coat because it was freezing in Milwaukee, so Midwest things, of course. What else am I bringing? We're staying charged up with the battery packs. I got my big juicy one, and then I got my small one just in case for whatever reason I need it for. Instead of bringing my wallet, my mom got this also off of Amazon, where you can place your boarding passes and stuff in here. So this has all my essential items in here. My work and personal business cards, but I downloaded Blink, BLINQ, and that's a digital business card. If you have not heard of that, you basically scan the QR code and it pulls up all your information that you want people to know about you, your name, your title, how they can reach out to you, if they can follow you on social media. So when someone scans my QR code, okay, it will pull up my information, it'll pull up my social media pages, everything that it needs to know about me. I'm going to be using this during the conference because I just know personally, having paper business cards at conferences such as this, it gets really packed and really busy. You don't have time to be carrying paper with you. So I'm going to be doing that. I'm not bringing my eyeglass case with me, so I'm going to take that out, and I'm definitely not bringing my keys. So that can stay here. At Mary Jane's, it's a cute little brunch spot. Mom and I got chicken and waffles, and Marquise got his build your own omelet with his bougie self. So I'm gonna bring y'all along with me so we can say hi to the family. Fam, they arrived. Got a strawberry basil lemonade. A strawberry basil lemonade with your coffee. Marquise has been craving breakfast since we got off the first plane.
No, since 4 a.m.
Are you excited for your chicken and waffles?
I'm excited about my chicken and waffles. We're in San Diego, baby. I'm excited about it, baby.
I'm just here for the coffee
That's fair. That's fair.
and the omelet.
Yeah, that's fair too. Thank you.
Oh, that's the extra, with the extra sign.
No.
No, that's not what the extra said.
I think there was 2 cups of syrup there.
Butter. It's gonna be busy. I'm gonna wake up probably around 5 a.m. Get my day started because the keynote starts at 8 a.m.
Dang.
So I want to start with I love to have my breakfast. So I want to find a coffee
You
shop.
about to be Ashton Hall, waking up at 3 a.m. putting Mario face, rub the banana, do a workout. Oh,
And do nothing.
he didn't even get started on his day. He
Like,
didn't even
not
leave
at
out the house.
No.
He didn't leave out the house. Ashton Hall.
We are heading to the convention center now. I'm already late, but at least if I can get registered, that would be fantastic. But in the meantime, enough of me talking. Let's look around, shall we? Tell you one thing that I appreciate about San Diego is the biking. I love how people are outside and walking, and it's just so nice. I love it. That's really cute. Oh, that's super cute. And then look at this view. Oh, I love the water. Like I'm settled in. I'm gonna go ahead and take some time to talk to the sponsors, see what they are working with. Figure I do it now until 4 o'clock. If I can tackle that now, that would be great. One, social media marketing world, fantastic. I was only able to catch one session today just because of arriving and all that stuff. But overall, the session that I attended just now, the sales one, very impactful. Nikki shared some really tangible information for me to gather. Even though I'm not a salesperson by nature, it's very helpful. So tomorrow I'm looking forward to actually diving into some more sessions that pertain to work, but then also to diving into some sessions that can help with my personal as well. Because I just find, social media, I was talking to one of the girls, her name is Dharma, and we were talking about how social media changes so much, right? And it can be overwhelming, especially for people that don't know how to effectively use it. So I'm just looking to gather new information that I haven't heard already on Instagram and YouTube. And really what I'm focusing on is a lot of paid social media marketing. So day one is a success. Morning, it's day 2 of social media marketing world. I am headed off to Starbucks to get some coffee and a pastry or something. And then I'm gonna head over to the convention center. And then it's gonna be day 1 for the other ticket holders. So this morning is the keynote speaker from the founder of the conference. And then we're gonna have some sessions to go to later today. So let's go. Yep. Good morning. It's officially day 2 and the excitement is unreal. Oh my gosh.
Hi.
Not me being starstruck.
Oh my God.
Amber
Hello.
from freaking Instagram is here. This is awesome.
I'm obsessed with the setup.
Well, thank you. Simple, easy.
Yes,
That's all
I know,
we're
that's-
about here.
Me too.
I really wanted to bring that, but
Yeah.
hi.
Yes, you bring it back. I love it.
So
Thank
nice
you.
to meet you.
Very nice to meet you.
I'm Maya, by the way.
Maya, nice to meet
Nice
you.
to meet you. Is it near you?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I've just got a couple friends here that feel free to
Yeah.
pop over there. if you want.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you. Head, I think I can do that.
Yeah. So
I can do that.
that's my toxic trait.
I can do that.
People have spent decades perfecting.
Right, right. We just heard from Michael Stelzer, and he talked about AI and how to really start becoming more open to using AI in your everyday workflow, as well as becoming the expert in AI, because at the end of the day, y'all, AI is becoming more and more prominent, and we need to embrace it and continue to learn how to use it to better our workflow. So very insightful stuff today. So the next session that I'm going to is going to be by Dan Sanchez, talking about AI workflows to help you create content forever. And that's something that I think I will be using more of for my personal work and for work as well, because sometimes I need to release so much pressure on my brain to try to come up with so much. So looking forward to that. Just came from the session with Dan Sanchez, and he talked about 25 plus tools to pretty much create content forever. And so some of the ones, I'll just kind of go through the list. We went over ChatGPT, Google Image FX, Midjourney, ChatGPT, 4o Images, Photoshop Generative Fill, Napkin AI, Gamma, AI Carousels, Runway, OpenAI Sora, CapCut, Zencaster, Enhanced Speech from Adobe, Suno, Castmastic, ChatGPT Advanced Voice Mode, Sesame, Notebook LM Audio Overview, and then Notebook LM itself, Perplexity, Grok, Deep Search, ChatGPT's Deep Research, existing CRMs that you already have that already have AI in them, and then N8N, and then Make. So I don't know what I'll be using those tools for, but I definitely know I'm going to go and take some time to research those up and see what would be beneficial for either work or personal, but that was very helpful. And I also learned about Claude too, and I think that is the competitor to ChatGPT, so I want to try out Claude as well to see what that does. But I do use ChatGPT every single day to create my content, to be a therapist for me. Like, I use it for a variety of different things, and I do have like projects, and I've also trained it to sound like me for work and sound like me for personal projects as well. So yeah, I'm an AI girl through and through. If I can find anything that can help me better my workflow and make better use of my time, I'm all for it. So that session was good. I have about 30-ish minutes before the next session, which is the Facebook marketing with Marie Smith. I've been told she's the queen of Facebook marketing and Meta specifically, so I'm excited to learn from her. But in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and walk around because we got a busy day ahead, y'all. It is busy. So I made some new friends at social media marketing world, and I have Prathi with me. Prathi, what's your favorite thing about social media?
I think it lets you express yourself and actually let out things that you probably wouldn't let out in the offline world. Like, I actually went through an identity crisis when I had my third kid, and I used social media to kind of journal myself and just say what's happening and going on. And it helped me a lot. So I think just connecting and talking about how you're feeling and what you're going through, and it actually opens up a lot of doors.
Yeah, social media is our personal diaries for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, I made a new friend yesterday, Dharma. Dharma, what's your favorite thing about social media?
Thank you for asking.
You've been ready for this moment.
Thank you, America.
Your hair.
Okay. Vogue. I would say. I think, okay, I can only speak for myself. So about myself, I'm a social media manager and a content creator. And right now I'm doing mostly content creation. Can I thank you for Quillbot. It's at the Quillbot at TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube Shorts. No, but aside from that, through this experience, I learned how I like to joke that I'm a, underdeveloped theater kid. And so I realized that I get to really express my creative side, and in the process kind of uncover a side I did not know I had in myself. I've always been really studious and very strategic, but now I get to really just uncover this sort of more confident, self-assured side. And I think in the process outside of work, it just opens you up to life in general. I used to be a very self-conscious person when I was younger. I think we all are at some point in life. And then when you kind of take the risk to be, you know what, I'm going to show myself out there and be creative, and you actually, you face that fear, you got over that fear once you do it, and you realize it's not as bad as I thought. It's not as scary as I thought. And then you realize, everyone wants to do just as much as what you do, so why not do it? I hope that kind of helps out a little. That's what I love about social, that I underestimated it, not gonna lie, I really did. But when I got involved, I realized there's so much more than I expected, not only professionally, but as a growing industry, but also just personally, wow, this is all I had inside of me, and I did not know that until now. And so I know it's a little convoluted, my response, but that's really, it's just, I get to uncover something more personal about myself, my creative side. I get to express myself. It's really fun. You get to fool around, and you get to meet very, very lovely people in the process.
So, Daisy too. What's your favorite thing about social media?
I definitely have a few, but if I had to pick maybe two, is one, I love that it gives people that maybe otherwise wouldn't have a platform it gives them the opportunity to have one. You know, I think there's so many people who have built a career or gotten opportunities just from social media that had it not been a thing, they might have never had that opportunity, if that makes sense. The other thing too is I think it brings people together who, again, maybe would have never came across each other. I met one of my best friends on TikTok, and I don't see how else I would have like encountered her had she not commented on one of my TikToks. Like, I don't think we would have ever ran into each other. I don't think we would have ever crossed paths, and maybe we would have, but like I doubt it. You know, so I love how it just gives that opportunity that maybe wouldn't have been there. So it's kind of like the same thing, but yeah, that's my favorite part about it.
I love that. Thank you. The thing about doing this YouTube journey is I get to meet these wonderful ladies coming to this conference. So I'll see y'all in a couple of minutes for the next session. Speaker was very, very nice, and the things that she shared, it didn't sound like I couldn't do it myself. And I like the story that she shared of just finding her, so she calls chickens, finding her niche, finding her true self and her content. So I really enjoyed that aspect of the message. It's something that I have been pondering myself of, what are my chickens, you know? What does that mean for me? And I feel like I've always known this answer, and we just need to do it. So now I'm heading off to a Wisconsin meetup, and then we are heading off to the Social Beach party. I'm not bringing my camera, but I will take you all along with me, get some clips, take pictures of my food as I normally do, and we shall enjoy the rest of the evening. Thank you for joining me on day 2 of Social Media Marketing World. I'll see y'all later on this camera, but until then, good morning. It is the last day of Social Media Marketing World. These 2 days have been phenomenal, just learning and growing and bringing things back to better our social media practices, and also getting a chance to network with other marketers in the industry, but different industries, but within the same niche is really nice. I meant niche, not industry. So my voice is a little deep because, you know, morning voice. I'm going to go ahead and get washed up this morning, and then we're going to get to Starbucks so we can get over to the convention center because our keynote speaker speaks at 8:30. So I want to make sure I have enough time to walk over there and get my seat and get settled in. So let's go ahead and get ready. Keynote speakers have been really, really good today. This one was with Nikki Saunders, and she talked about AI tools to enhance your Instagram content. And I'm excited to be on Instagram again because I have been kind of sleeping on it a little bit. So yeah, I love all the keynote speakers. They've been really great. Social Media Marketing World really chose some good speakers these past 2 days. And now it's a break, and then I'm going to head off to a Facebook, Instagram ad session because, like I said, I'm trying to get into Facebook marketing. So that is that. I just love when people come up to you and they're like, you know what? My name is so-and-so, let's talk, let's have conversation. I really do appreciate that, and I value that a lot because, let me tell you, being around introverts all day is wonderful. When you have a few extroverts that are like, let me talk to you, it just makes my heart so happy. Brandon, one of the videographers from Social Media Marketing World. Brandon, what camera are you using?
All right, so I want to dial this in. I get a lot of questions about this all the time. So this is my convention setup. It's a powerhouse. So it's a Sony FX3, and you have a battery on here. So you have ultimate power. This thing will last basically all day. Your audio is a Sennheiser mic that is great because, you know, if you're in loud environments, I could give you this handheld mic and it's going to be crystal clear. So for the monitor, I have an Atomos Ninja, and the quality right here is unbelievable. And I have backup SSD drive where I can record in camera. But if I want an extra backup, if something goes down with the camera, I have that there. And then I have the 35 to 150 Sony Tamron lens. This thing is my favorite lens, and honestly, I have this on my camera like 80 to 90% of the time, just because I can go like, here's the example. If you basically have a wide shot, right? But look how tight I can get on the Social Media Marketing World sign right there. And then I could tap touch focus and everything is super clear. So that is the setup. That is what I rock. And this is Logan, and he's been producing all the editing. He's shooting as well. What kind of advice would you give a videographer filming conventions like this? And his rig is pretty, I mean, the rig too. Same thing, we're crushing it. He has a free world monitor, but what kind of advice would you give?
I would say shoot intentionally, do not overshoot and bog yourself down with too much footage. And make sure you do consistent drops throughout the day and organize the footage so that the back end process is seamless.
And that's it. And I wanted to, and Maya right here, her interview today, she is just, like I said, her light shines through the lens and big things coming. And if you just go follow her.
Thank you, Brandon.
Oh yeah.
All right, these guys are crushing it, y'all, with content. So follow Social Media Examiner. Thank you all for interviewing with me, and have a great day.
Later.
All right, we just finished the session with AJ about LinkedIn ads, and we did LinkedIn ads last year, and we didn't get the results we were looking for. I'm excited now that he gave us some tips, and I wouldn't say tricks, but more so thoughtful strategies to really get the results we were trying to look for last year. I also think we probably need to switch around how we, go this way, probably switch around our objectives. I think last year we were focusing on new followers, and I think this year we should focus on what we're trying to accomplish is, you know, getting new customers, new membership. So that was very impactful. LinkedIn has become, it's not, I'm not gonna say it's becoming one of my favorite social media platforms, but it's becoming one of the platforms where I'm starting to learn more and how to really show up on there a lot better. And the only way to do that is through work, and then also I need to start using my personal LinkedIn a little bit more. But let's go walk around, shall we? It's time for lunch. Things are happening. There's another trade show happening over this way. So this has been a really, really good conference. I'm a type of person where I can't post really in the moment. I'll post like the fun stuff that's happening because it's easy, low lift. But I have to sit down and read through my notes and gather all my thoughts because there's a lot happening that I just need to sort through. So, especially for the things that I want to bring back to the team of how we can improve our social media strategy and really, really get the results we're looking for. I think it's really important. for Social Media Marketing World. The last thing that I'm attending is the keynote by Sean Cannell. He is one of the famous YouTubers that I have seen so many videos on, a different variety of topics that he talks about. But I had to take a break mentally because I was starting to get a little burnt out mentally with all the good information. So nice thing is I can catch the replays on most of these things, but the 2 sessions that I wanted to attend weren't like things that I needed to go to like today, but I'll watch the recordings on them. But the ones that I went to this morning was very helpful on Facebook marketing ads, LinkedIn ads, and then also learning LinkedIn video, and that is becoming more popular. And I always say video is key because people love watching content, soaking in content, absorbing content, and the only way to do that is through video. No one wants to read. No one wants to read long paragraphs. No one has time to just scroll and take their time to understand what you're trying to say, but they can get that in a video in 30 seconds. They can get that in a video in a minute. So I'm glad that I was able to hear that today about LinkedIn. And also, too, just getting a chance to network with more people has been really, really good. I was asked, like, what's my favorite part and what's my least favorite part of the conference. I wouldn't say least favorite part, but the networking can be overwhelming because there's so many fantastic people here and you can't reach all of them. But that's okay because the right ones that you're supposed to connect with will align with your path. And so I've met some really awesome folks that you've seen in these photos here alongside of the screen, that you'll see in the video throughout my vlog, people that I got a chance to interview that felt comfortable being on camera. And it's just been really wonderful. So very appreciative of my company supporting me coming to this conference. And like I said, I've showed you the fun stuff, but I have a lot of things that I need to gather together in my notes to really understand everything that I learned because it's a lot of good information. So I just need to absorb it and parse through it to see the things that I know that are going to stick with what I'm trying to do for professional work and what I'm trying to do for personal work. And of course, I'm going to share that with all of y'all in my recap. Thank you so much for tuning in with me. Tonight is the last party, recap party. I'll grab dinner and we are going to get packed up so we can head back home tomorrow, y'all. It has been a great time. Okay, until next time. So thank you for joining me. Y'all are awesome. Bye. I'm with the CEO and co-founder of Social Media Marketing World, Mike. Thank you so much for joining me on my channel.
Oh, it's my absolute pleasure.
So I'm a first timer and I had no expectations. For people who are on the fence of joining or coming to Social Media Marketing World, what is the one thing that can bring them here?
Well, the main thing we've been talking about this year is AI and how it's really so important to understand how you can become AI enhanced, whether you're a marketer or a creator. And I think that if people focus on this, they have a unique competitive advantage, and I try really hard to curate some of the best experts in the world so people can learn this really complex thing and it makes it easy for them.
Oh, that's really good. Yeah, AI is not a replacement, y'all. It is a tool.
It's an enhancer for sure.
Yes, yes. Well, thank you, Mike, for joining me on my channel. This is great. Come to Social Media Marketing World.
Thank you so much.